welcome to part one of our Eco Idea to Eco Success video series. What is an eco action? My name is Dr. Jamie, and I'm an educator at Metro. Metro is a regional government, and we take care of many different things. We take care of the animals at the Oregon Zoo, the Expo Center, the Convention Center, the Portland 5 theaters, some of our natural parks, and we take care of garbage. We like to think about ways we can reduce the amount of garbage we create, and what are ways that we can be more careful with all of our natural resources, those gifts from the earth. When we brainstorm ideas of how we can reduce our waste, we can come up with a lot of environmental ideas, the ways that we can help our environment. Now, the goal is to go from an environmental idea to an environmental success, and that process is called an eco action. You've probably had many times where you go, whoa, I have a question or a wonder when you notice something in your daily life. For example, this boy might be thinking, why is there litter in nature? This person could be wondering, is there another way to package food so we can reduce the amount of plastic we use? This student could be thinking, is there a way that we could keep food out of the garbage? And this girl is thinking, why is it that sometimes people leave lights on when no one's in the room? This is Camria. She's thinking of her own eco idea. She learned at school that the way things are going, by 2030, there will be more plastics by weight than fish in the ocean. This made her start thinking that her eco idea is to remove all the plastics from the ocean. Now, Camria lives in Portland, so that means she would have to get to the beach to pick up plastic there. It would take almost an hour and a half drive to get to the coast. And if she wants to go all the way out to the Great Plastic Gyre in the Pacific Ocean, that's another 700 miles. Some eco ideas need a lot more resources that you may have available, and it may leave you feeling like your idea is broken. But maybe she was just asking the wrong question. Let me explain this by sharing the river story and see if we can help her come up with an eco idea that's a little bit closer to home, something that she's going to be able to complete. Let's pretend you're spending the day in a nice river. What a wonderful day. But suddenly you notice that there's a little puppy in the river. Oh my goodness, what should she do? She thinks about it and safely went into the river and saved the little puppy. But now she has a puppy to take care of, and hopefully her adults are okay with that. But it's only one puppy. By the time she turns around, now she sees two more puppies in the river. She quickly saves these puppies, but by this point, she's realizing that she's going to need to get someone else to help her because now she has 3 puppies. By the time her uncle shows up, there are now 6 puppies in the river. What to do now? She could save them. She could just let them go, call for more help, maybe set up a net system in the river. But who's going to take care of all of these puppies? This problem has gotten really overwhelming, and she may want to give up. But then she stops and thinks, maybe the question isn't how to save the puppies in the river. A better question may be, why are there puppies in the river? She starts walking upstream and notices that there's a place called Puppyland. She didn't know that was there. Camria also noticed that there was a hole in the fence. That's where the puppies were coming from. Now, I bet the owner does not want to have their puppies going into the river, but maybe they don't know that the hole is there. So she goes and talks to the owner, and they're able to fix the fence. There's no more puppies going into the river. Now, going back to the idea of plastics in the ocean, if Camria's eco idea was to clean up all the plastics in the ocean, maybe the question should be, why are there plastics in the ocean? Or where are the plastics coming from? I have worked with many students at their schoolyard cleanup day. This group of students noticed that there was a lot of garbage that had been carried by the rain into the street. Now, if there was more rain, that garbage would be swept into the storm drains. Now, here in Portland, storm drains don't go to the water treatment plants like our sinks. They go straight into the rivers. I think we figured out where some of the plastics in the ocean are coming from, right here in our neighborhood. So now that we have a clear problem here in our community, what are some eco ideas that could solve that problem? One idea is that we could prevent the plastics from going into the storm drain, getting into the river, and then into the ocean. Or maybe your idea is that you want to make sure that there's garbage cans available. Maybe that's the reason there's a lot of plastic on the ground. People had nowhere else to put it. Or maybe your eco idea is that you want to talk to people about reducing plastic use. Maybe you can come up with other eco ideas for this problem. Or maybe you can identify a different eco problem. Now, as you start identifying your eco action plan, remember to focus on the W's. I wonder, why do we do it this way? What if we could do it better? Notice the W's in your neighborhood or school. What eco problems do you see in your community? And if possible, work together. Everyone has different lived experiences, and sharing things you notice or wonder can lead to great eco plans. I would love to know what amazing eco action will you complete. See you in the next video.